What's going on, everybody? This is Renegade #1, aka the Feminist Killer. #Logitorian. Everybody cannot be an alpha, right? And that's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean you're weak. I think society's done a good job of programming that into you. If you're not, universally sought after by women, if you're not, constantly boasting about how tough you are or moving in a certain way that's expected of you, you're considered unwanted, weak, pathetic. You should be discarded. That's how society looks at you. And guess what? That does not have to be you. That doesn't have to be your identity unless you, allow that stuff to get to you. And I think if you are a man who measures your masculinity off of other people's opinions, oh, is this tough? Should I do this? Then you're insecure, right? Do what the fuck you want to do. At the end of the day, how manly can you be? Guess what? You can be the manliest man in the fucking world, and women still ain't gonna want to fuck you like that. Society's not gonna give you a patch saying manliest man award. You're not getting an award for that, right? We got to be doorsteps in society. We have to take shit. We have to suppress our emotions. We can't cry. We can't express ourselves. We drink alcohol. To deal with our problems. That doesn't sound like it's healthy advice, right? And so you got men who will give advice to younger men that they should do the same fucked up shit that they went through because it's manly. That's what society tells you to do, right? The fuck out of here. That's dumb. That's dumb advice, right? What I learned is if it's not healthy advice, don't take it. My dad, my stepdad, other men who I would just bump into growing up, they give me the same fucked up, unhealthy advice. Don't cry, don't show no emotion. That's for bitches. You need to be chasing these women, getting this paper, right? Chasing materialism. And guess what? These same men that tell you that you need to be ultra, masculine or whatever, these same men have demons. They have problems. They have insecurities. It's bullshit. They bought into the narrative and they never could figure out what being a true man was. So they decided to teach you what they thought was what made you a man. They passed on their fucked up ways to you. That's all they did. And I'm telling you, if you are a man or a young man my age, and you're sitting here and you're dealing with that, you're having a crisis, I'm not manly enough. Oh, people don't consider me an alpha. I'm a bitch to most people. Listen, when you take the fucking black pill, you have to learn how to be shameless. You have to learn how to disregard people's opinion because most people, they are insecure themselves, right? So they can't give you any validation. Those same people who are shit talking, they're jealous of you actually because they don't have the courage. They don't have the mental fortitude like you. So again, they have to pressure you. They have to chastise you. They have to ridicule you, whatever word you want to use. They have to use these tactics to make you seem like you're out of place, to make you seem like it's you that's the problem. You know what? I would rather be unique than just to be another number, just to be another nobody, another person following, another unhealthy view, right? Follow things that are natural. Don't follow something that's designed to suppress your humanity. And I think with men, we're conditioned from a young age to suppress our humanity for the stakes of society, being perceived as tough. For us, I think it's an ego boost for people to think that we're tough. It's a euphoric feeling when people say, oh, he's tough. Man, he's manly. But at the end of the day, what are you really gaining from that? Besides those comments? Besides a woman saying, oh, you're so tough. Those are all things to inflate your ego. And like I said, if you looked in my description box from the last video, I talked about how I left a book about, getting rid of the ego or knowing how to manage your ego. I think allowing a person's opinion to get to your head, whether it's positive or negative, you will always be controlled by that person. You have to disregard people's opinions. And so basically, don't allow other people's opinions or perceptions of what a man should be get to you. And I think as black pillars, we are already the minority. So just by default, if you agree to the black pill ideology, you're not technically you're not going to be considered a man in society. A real man chases materialism, and this is the blue pill perception. A real man doesn't show any emotion. He knows how to take care of women financially or emotionally. He knows how to basically allow women to walk all over him like he's a fucking doormat. Again, though that is considered virtuous, and that's the thing. The term alpha male is considered to be virtuous to most of us, right? For you to be called an alpha male, it's like, damn, that's a badge of honor. But at the same time, you have to really look at what people are doing, right? What are you doing to be considered an alpha male? Are you acting out in violent ways? Are you trying to flex on another man in public for a bitch? That's what makes you alpha? Are you going to the gym? Are you gaining weight, 300 pounds, and you're all muscle? That makes you an alpha because you have muscles? Because you fuck women every fucking day? You change women more than you change your own underwear? That's what makes you a fucking alpha? If you think those things make you an alpha, so be it. That's a shallow perception of what it means to be a man. A lot of men don't know what it means to be a man. It's about this is just my opinion. It's about having your own mind, right? And seeing things, knowing not to compromise just because everybody else is doing it, right? You know the truth and you know the bullshit. Most people may not go for the truth, but you choose to go for the truth anyway. That to me is a person who has, comfort in who they are as a person. Most people, you got to understand, have identity issues. They go through an identity crisis, and this is throughout their whole life. If you ask most men, let's be honest. If you ask most men what it means to be a man, they'll probably say the same shit. If you ask most women what it means to be a man, they'll probably say the same fucking answer. A woman's definition of what a man should be, alpha, is for her own benefit. It's anything that gives her the benefit. Oh, a real man takes the, pays the bills and take care of me financially or whatever, especially when they have full-time jobs themselves. A real man, he protects me from other men when they trying to hurt me, even though I was talking shit that instigated the fight. A real man is a janitor. That's what a real man is in society. In blue pill society, a real man is a fucking doormat. He's a simp. He's a bitch. He learns to put up with a woman's bullshit, because men are taught that if they put up with the most bullshit, whether it's other men or other women, that makes them tough. That makes them virtuous. That does not make you virtuous. Any man that tells you that is full of shit, and clearly he's been indoctrinated with that unhealthy ideology. Any man that thinks he needs to beat the shit out of you to make you a man is an idiot. Any man that thinks that you need to get laid to be a man is a fucking idiot. Those are not principles of manhood. Being a man is discovering and pushing yourself to new limits, right? Not being afraid of facing adversity You know, not being afraid of having your own fucking identity. That's a real man. Right? And so, again, we are easily, as young boys, we are easily corrupted at young ages because we don't know any better. Think about that. You got people who are misinformed about what it means to be a man, and they teach you that same misinformation. They convey that same misinformation to you. And so if you are a brainless sheep who doesn't know how to think for yourself, you're going to follow anything. And it's funny for us, we want to walk away from that shit, and the joke is on us. No, the joke is on you. You're afraid of people being, you're afraid of being laughed at. You're afraid of being called gay. All of those things. Don't allow those things to dictate you from going your own way or doing your own thing. People are going to talk shit regardless if you follow the current narrative or if you don't follow the current narrative. You understand? There's always going to be people like that. You can't get people to like you completely. Again, learn how to speak up. Learn how to be you. You can't be an alpha male in this society. An alpha male is some other bullshit. And you don't need to call yourself an alpha male. Oh, I'm a real man. Listen, I don't measure my masculinity. People can talk about me right now, say I'm weak, my tone of voice, all of those things. I'm an intellectual person. I'm not going to, spew garbage. And that's it. I'm not going to let a woman manipulate me into being her bitch. And, for a lot of you men who pride yourself on being the garbage man, taking care of other people's kids, paying all her bills, you are not really, you're shortchanging yourself. You're shooting yourself in your own fucking foot. And I really do believe that the belief that a man should serve is a mental illness. I do believe, it's a mental illness for people to really buy into this unhealthy or this perverted perception of what masculinity is. Think about it. This world, for those who are biblical, this world is in the age of Babylon, right? And my thing is, it is in the age of perversion. It is from an atheist perspective, it is in the age of perversion and confusion, and it's always going to be like that. But I ask that you don't be a part of that. And that's it. But this is Renegade number 1. Like the video. Remember, don't fall for the alpha beta thing. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's used to manipulate you.